So, I won the green card lottery. What is the green card lottery? I'd say a lot of people don't actually know this. It is run every year and anyone can enter it so long as they meet the criteria for nationality and other stuff. I meet it, so I didn't have to think about it. It's literally a lottery to win one of 50,000 green cards for the United States of America. I have entered it several times. I know there's a bunch of my friends and we all tend to enter it together. Sorry about the light. I know I look like angel and devil, but what are you going to do about it? So I have my little notebook here reminding me of the little things so I don't take a rant. Yeah, so this is it. I entered. How do you do it? I entered last November. This is June of 2018. I would have entered in October, November of 2017, and I won a green card. I won the lottery for 2019. So that's how long the process takes. It's a bit of time, but 23 million people enter it, and it costs nothing to enter. It isn't like entering the Irish Lotto or anything like that. You have to where you have to pay $3.50 and keep your ticket. You literally put in your name, date of birth, have an email address, a few other bits like that. There's a photograph involved in it as well. Try and take that when you're doing it, or maybe have it prepared in advance, or if you're one of these people that prepare in advance. I don't. But I was able to do it all at my laptop within the half an hour. So that happens usually between October and November. They change the dates, and I know for the 2019 one, the one I entered, that they actually had to, the system effed up and they had to change the entire date for the lottery, which is not really relevant to what I'm talking about right now, which is, that's what it is. You enter it in November, and then usually the 1st of May, and as it got delayed this year, we didn't find out till the 15th of May. You go back with this little confirmation number that you get. It's a series of about 15 digits and letters. Just write it down on somewhere that you won't forget. I find it emailing it yourself or a computer, and or having it stored somewhere that you will not forget it, and then come next May and check, and you'll see if you're one of the lucky 100,000 people odd out of the 23 million that usually apply, that has actually been selected. And when you're selected, it means you're approved for, it's not that you're approved for a visa, but you're selected for the interview process. So that's how it works. This is how it works. And then how you actually apply for the visa then is when you get your little 15-digit number, you put it in. Congratulations, you have been selected for further processing. Should show up on the screen, and there's a little letter for you to have a read of, and they'll ask you to process the D260, which is a I think that this is getting into a kind of a all that information. I'll do a series of videos. So why I'm doing this video is so that what I found when I was like, right, I've won. Oh my god, okay. What do I do now? And there's like one line: fill out this D260 form, and I was like, oh, okay. And then it says you must have high school education or 12 years of it. And I was like, I don't know. Is that college education or is it high school diploma? And we have the leaving certificate here in Ireland, and it's different throughout all different countries and all different parts of the world. And I went looking up information online and on YouTube, and I found one girl who is South African. So she was good. She had the same procedure, but she had two people. She had a husband, so herself and her husband could apply on the one application. So she was the principal, and her husband, because they were married, was eligible also for a green card. So that's something you can think of. Your family is included if you are eligible, so long as you write it down when you apply in October, November. If you say you're married in October, November, or if you say you're divorced, say what you are. on that day. Even if a month later you're getting married or getting divorced, this is what you are on the day. Don't lie about anything on that form. That's what I found out from all the looking around I've been doing. Don't lie on anything you do on your first application, because you can explain your circumstances might have changed in the 6 or 8 months for sure, but you can't explain why you lied. And the consulate officer is going to be like, you lied. We're not letting you have a visa. Why would we trust you? So just tell straight up the truth, because you can add it in later. Even if you have a child, so long as they have a passport, they can be given a visa as well. You can have like, I know people that have gotten 5 green card visas, a husband, a wife, and 3 kids. So that's the how good it is. It's like literally you'll get a visa for you, your family, and however your situation is going to work, so long as you're within the laws of. And even if you've had a conviction or immigration problems from a previous visit or something like that, you've overstayed your visit, so long as it's not within the last 5 years. My camera's going to die, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. The battery, the camera, I've never had that happen before where my camera just goes bye-bye. So I don't know, I can't even remember who I was. That's how bad I am at this. But anyway, this green card lottery, I keep telling people, and we're still not quite believing what's happening. So but yeah, basically your green card is your free pass into America. You can work there, you can live there permanently, there's no immigration issues, that it is your set up a business there. You don't have to worry about visas. This is your visa. This is your ticket, golden ticket into America. And if it's anything at all, if you have any interest in it at all, it is so easy to apply and so easy to do the next few steps that you should just do it. Just get it done. Okay? So the reason I'm making these videos is I want to give you, the person watching this, an idea of my process of going through the whole situation. Because the girl in South Africa, Steph, her name is Steph Space. She's on YouTube as Steph Space. She was very valuable to me because she put up videos as she was going through the whole process. And but she did it for Africa. So she's in the Africa region. I'll remind me to come back and explain that to you in a minute. And I'm in the EU region, being from Ireland. So I'm going to do it from an EU point of view because there's a variety of differences. Just small ones, but it's something for you to think about. And when you're applying, your region is, so this is, I'll explain this much and then I'll leave it and I'll tell you more about it in the next video. So you're applying for the DV lottery, as it's called, the Diversity Visa Lottery. Your country of chargeability is the country that you're born, the country you're originally from. We'll say the country that you have on your passport. I'm from Ireland, but let's say I was born in New Zealand and I'm just living in Ireland. I would be eligible to apply on the New Zealand, based on my New Zealand nationality and my New Zealand passport. And you can also apply based on your spouse's country of chargeability. So I could be from Ireland and they could be from New Zealand, so I can apply based on their country of chargeability. So you have to be careful. There are certain countries that you're not allowed to apply for. China is one of them, I believe. It kind of changes every year, but you go, and if you're interested in doing it and you're like, oh, well, my country of chargeability is actually Egypt, you need to go and find out, because I think Egypt, sometimes they limit the number of people from Egypt because it seems to be such a big amount of people coming from Egypt every year. Ireland, I think it's like less than 100 people every year get their green card visa for America. So each region, there's 7 regions in the world, probably won't remember them all now because I don't remember things like that. So you have EU, you have, and that's Europe, EUROPE. AF is Africa. AS is Asia. SA is South America. Oceania, which is OC. It shows up as OC on your case number, is the Australia, New Zealand countries. And this is where my brain has gone. Oh yeah, North America then, which can sometimes only have 5 or 6 people applying. I think it's mainly like the Bahamas, places like in the Caribbean. There's very low like visa numbers. It might be 15 people from the Bahamas in that area. And then the 7 places NA. And all I can tell you about NA is if you want to know about more about it, you need to check out Brit Simon Says. It is a blog that this guy that set up, he did it in 2014. He's a British man who moved his whole family over to San Francisco in 2014, as I said. And I never asked, he said, if you want to know about NA region, come and ask me. I never bothered because I don't really care, because I'm in the EU region and I'm just trying to figure it out. And those regions, that'll be where you apply from. And that'll be the case numbers you're watching. So someone can have a case number of EU 12345. There can be SA 12345. There can be AF Africa, AR Africa, or AF, I forget already. 12345. But they're all different regions, and we'll go into case numbers at a later stage. But it will be your guideline for how your visa process is going and what time of year you'll be interviewed. Because again, I'm talking on. I found out in May 15th. I found out that I was selected for further processing. That means I need to go. I will be doing in August. We'll start with the visa bulletin for our year, 2019, and I will find out from that. I'll be able to guess when my visa is due. But I will be sent a letter about 6 weeks before the visa interview. And during that time, then I have to get my medical done, and I have to make sure all my documents are in order. And you need to qualify based on your education of 12 years, which I believe for me is going to be the Leaving Cert. Or you can apply based on your work experience. So say you don't have a Leaving Cert education, but you've a lot of years worth of working on a driving. I'd say you're a driver for the last 5 years. I don't know what jobs actually qualify you, because I haven't looked that up. But if you go on and Google what jobs are eligible for the diversity visa, it will bring you to a site and you can work that out for yourself. And I think my thing is that is most jobs, if you've had a 4-year degree to get the job, then you have the education qualification. Not that you need a degree, but you've had the 12 years of high school to get you to the college, to get you the education. But again, check out what jobs are eligible for the diversity visa. And that's not what I'll be doing. I'll be going down the education route. But I might do a few minutes of a topic on it. Anyway, I hope this this video was useful to you. It's just basically an introduction. I can't believe I won the visa lottery. And we'll see how it goes over the next few months. This is the 20th of June. By the time I got around to filming this, I have all my ducks in a row. I'll bring out the next video pretty soon, how to, do the application process. And then after that, then it will be when I get my letter, which is anytime we're guessing based on previous years. My number will come up sometime between December and March. So the next thing will be my medical, and then how preparing for my interview, and then obviously post-interview discussion on what happens next. So if you have any questions, pop them in the description box below. I will put the links for you to actually where you can apply for your green card visa. It's a .gov site, I forget it. The link to Brit Simon Says' blog. It's very, 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 very informative, and he does a lot. You can ask a lot of questions on there as well. He knows more about it than I do, and most of the resources I'm using are from Brit Simon Says. That's it. Thank you for listening to me, and I will see you in the next video.